didn't you obey me and do what I did? I said, and Saul bring out his sword and kill all the animal. Move to the king, kill the king, and kill all the servant of the king. As he wanted to go for one run. That one that run and went to another country. They call Shushan. From there, he gave birth to one man. And the man also gave birth to a man called Haman. When Haman saw that the children of Israel were there, he think about what Samuel did to his great-grandfather. The great-grandfathers. And he came for revenge. So as he was there, waiting Mordecai do, he said, as in the enter gate, he not bow down to her. And that was the only problem. Since you didn't bow down to me, I will spoil you. He went somewhere and did charm for how many months? 12 months. He was doing charm. He did charm to an extent that the king removed his ring and put it on his hand. They call it signatory. He said, hear me, I am giving you my authority. Do anything you want to do because of charm. Anything he said to the king, that is what the king does. But when area done bad, child of God, these 30 days, Esther only fast for 3 days. He said, I'm putting everything that I have under subjection. Go home and fast. He said, nothing should eat. Not even the animal in your house should eat. And he said, I will go and meet the king. If I perish, I perish. Because this battle is just more than the battle that we can just look. And he fasted for 3 days. And he went and met the king. Haman was there. He is like everybody. He's like everything. And God summarized all his case in 1 minute. What happened? God led Esther to invite everybody. In that year, you can't see the king 2 times. Every wife sees his husband once in a year. That was the reason why Vashti left. Vashti was the first wife of King Ahasuerus. He left because he needed to see the king. They said, no, you can't see the king. In our law, you must see the king once. So right now, the reason why the king married Vashti was because Vashti know how to dance. When some Elites visited the king, he said, well, okay, come and dance. He said, I cannot come out. When I needed to see you, they did not allow me to see you. The chamberlains, the eunuch, every other person was angry. Why will you disgrace the king in that manner? Let's change. And immediately they said, let's change. He said, some of the 14 provinces. Because Susan is about 14 provinces. Some of all the 14 provinces. And immediately they did some of the 14 provinces. Bring everybody. Now, Esther was not even among the 14 provinces. Because Susan is 14. As if they teach him how to do pageant. He was marching like an ordinary person because he didn't do pageantry. He did not change his color. Saw him say, who is this person? I thought the king was going to be. And that is how they choose Esther. And Esther could not fold his hand and allow his people die. Excuse me, everybody look at me now. Don't fold your hand and allow the people God has placed under you to die. There is this anointing that when you speak to God, God hears you. Can you open your mouth and talk? Tell God, arise and show up. The people you put under me are starving. The people you put under me are under attack. The men you gave to me are passing through penury and pain. The people that are surrounding me, men are attacking them. There is a man in my compound that says he cannot see anybody. And anybody that comes, he will kill the person. Oh God, will you allow that to happen? That's what Esther did. 3 days. And after 3 days, he invited Haman. He said, come and eat with my husband. And as they were eating, he just told the husband, say, oh queen, this food is so sweet. What is your problem? He said, there is a man that has kept me restless in this kingdom. Say, who can that be? He said, Haman. Say, Haman? Say, yes. Immediately he said, Haman. Haman know that the place is bad. He rushed to Esther. Please now, he never reached that Esther. Why will you do this in front of the king? And the king turned back. Saw Haman trying to beg the wife. Say, even in my presence, you're trying to romance my wife? And that was the end. Say, pick him and hang him up. That was the end. When man set you up, you can escape. But when God set you up, you cannot escape. God set Haman up, and that was the end. I don't know the Haman in your life that have created a gallows to hang you on it. As you live here today, God will show up. I thought I'm talking to prayer ground people. I said, God will show up. I said, God will show up. I said, God will show up. Raise your hand and say, oh God, show up. Number 4, Uzziah. Uzziah. Aye. You will hear in Isaiah chapter 6 verse 1 that the day King Uzziah died. Isaiah said God. Why? Was Uzziah a bad man? He was not really a bad man. Just that he was a king. In those days, they have a king, they have a priest, and they have a prophet. These are the 3 people that rules a country. So in Judah, they have Hezekiah as a king, as a priest. They have Uzziah as a king, and they have Isaiah as a prophet. So these 3 people are the people who stand and watch over a country. Right now, when you leave your duty and you do another person's duty, is desecration. You have defied the place. I don't know if you understand me. Okay, for instance now, I am a pastor, I am a priest. Then we have the king of Elime. I don't know if you're hearing me, I'm a prophet. Now, we have a pastor, and then we have a king. Then me now, they call the king to come and do anything. I collect the bottle of schnapps that the king will use and libate. And I went to where the king needs to go. Oh boy, it's desecration. You have closed the door of the gods. Right now, Uzziah, being the king, will carry incense and move inside the temple. Have you seen Roman Catholic people? There's an outing they used to go once in a year. I don't know how they call it. I'm sorry. But they move around and they carry one cent and they move and they carry their boss. You understand? And they will just carry the so there is this incense that they used to light. They say it's a fragment that invites the presence of God in those days. So this is what the priest born. Why the prophet fast and pray. Why the king sit on the throne and decide what to do. But do you know what happened? Uzziah stand against the priest. The presence of God left everywhere. That was the reason why Isaiah could not see vision again. It's not that he started doing what the priest and the prophet started doing. And based on that now, it's not his duty. And God closed off heaven. So during the period of that reign, this man could not see vision. Could not see anything. Immediately after some years, God make him paralyzed. So that he can realize. Oh, can you raise up your right hand? Every Uzziah in your life that has refused to leave you or refused to do what he's supposed to do for you to go where you needed to go, today God paralyzed that person. The reason why you're not shouting amen because you're an Uzziah to another person. I said today God paralyzed that person. God paralyzed that person. God paralyzed that person. As I'm telling you, he did not see it as a sign on that day that the man died, that there was no incense presentation in the temple again. The eyes of Isaiah opened. That was the reason why the Bible says from the time King Uzziah died, the eye of Isaiah opened. It was not that King Uzziah was fighting Isaiah. No, he was doing the duty that he's supposed not to do. Many of us, I think if you have heard it, you have not heard this story before, you can hear it today. And that was the reason. There are men that they needed to do something so that you will live where you are. But they refused to do it. In your compound, in your house, in your place of work. There are men that needed to sign so that they will promote you. They refused to sign. There are people who are sitting on many things about you. I pray. In 2014, I prayed for somebody. When the person came here, they needed to promote him in one work in Choba. He refused. Not knowing that this guy has sent for promotion for more than 5 times. And the 5 times, they promoted him 3 times. So when they promoted him 3 times, and I will squeeze the promotion letter, drop it in waste bin. A day came when their general cleaner came, pack all the papers, straighten some of them to go give Suyama. No, those days you give Suyama paper. Suyama will give you paper. We give you Suya. Not this Suya that they sell in good place. You know that Suya now. Do they say that Suya again? That the Hausa man will carry one thing on his head and be walking in the village and fire is on top. And buy your Suya. And when you eat it, you eat one thing that looks like blood. And you'll be eating it. I say the Suya sweet. Nothing we not eat for this life. Nothing we not eat for this life. But when he reached there, the man came to work. That day he was on afternoon duty, sir. So he came, he met the suya man. So, boy, give me suya, give me suya, give me suya, give me suya. Guys, who bring meat not there on top. Man, carry the suya. See how I go feed do myself this morning. So the guy gave him suya. Gave him suya. Say 200 naira. He gave it to him. Newspaper. Say cut another one. He bring an ordinary paper. I say bring an ordinary paper, remove it, detach it. In order to put the suya inside, he saw his name. Say wait. That was first promotion later. Say wait. This is my name. Say, oh God, not disturb me. Oh, now market what they do here. Say no, now I'll give you money. Go take the money. What I pay you for the suya. Make I see the paper. Among the paper where they bring for office for him, he get first promotion, get second promotion, got third promotion. Boss for office don't trash and drop. He no agree. And the seat where in the na in the. Immediately God exposed that thing to her. He attached everything, petition and go Abuja. In the next 1 month, then bring later, demote the man to a cleaner and carry him down to the office of the man. Who is holding that thing that you're supposed to get? After today, God remove that person. I was thinking that our amen will be higher than this. I said, God will remove that person. That was what happened to Uzziah. God removed Uzziah because of Isaiah and Hezekiah. I don't know your Uzziah today. God will remove the person. The next person that God acted negatively, show up negatively for is Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar. And this one is a very popular word. One of the king that his heart is not where his heart is. It was the person that God showed him the highest, using for the highest example everybody can demand. And Bible said that Nebuchadnezzar was make an animal for 7 years. God called him and sent him to the bush. All his beers and everywhere. In Bible story, in primary school those days, if you see Nebuchadnezzar the way he is, you will like it. There is no way you will see Nebuchadnezzar and you will not like to be an animal. Because to be an animal will hungry you. This vertebra curve, the leg curve. Have you seen when God forced you to do a particular thing? He could not stand again. He was doing an agric engineering for 7 years. He became a lecturer. He beers everywhere. He was eating grass just because he lifted himself up. Oh God, bring yourself down. You not be anybody. You be sand, you be. One man they die and he move out of himself. And he stand by himself and say, now me be this. If anybody tell me that I will be outside my boss and I will lie by the roadside, I will not accept. He was moving. According to his testimony, somebody met him and said, go back to your body. And he moved down to his body. He said, before anybody will turn you, lie down inside your body. Lie down inside his body. Say, stand up. Say, stand up. Say, so I did not die. Say, yes, you didn't die. It was a heat that wanted to show you an example. Say, what will I do now? I said, go back. And bring down yourself because you are nothing. You are nothing. Among all waiting you be. You know the shit? With all waiting you be, you know the peace? If you are a woman, you still bend down and peace. If you are a man, you still stand up and peace. If you're not sick, among all the people who get money, who sit down here, if you're not sick, who will meet you and remove your zip and bring your wakus and you say, go peace? Nebuchadnezzar stand up and say, I am everything. And God said, I will lower you. And God bring him down. He suffered and passed through penury. I don't know which your Nebuchadnezzar. After today, God show up for you. Another one is Balaam. Balaam. Numbers chapter 23. A man who came up and said, God, the meeting, Balak meeting, go and curse the children of Israel. As he got there now, God appeared before him and said, don't go. There's no way you can curse the people I've blessed. Numbers chapter 23 verse 8. When he got there, he said all what he said. He reached there for him to start talking good thing. He started talking a blessing in place. He said, no, you never do it. Appear again and did everything. The day he was going to cause the children of Israel, there is one thing that happened that never happened before. And what is that thing that happened? God opened the mouth of a donkey, and donkey started speaking. The angel of the Lord stand before the donkey and open his hand. Say, you are going nowhere. So when he look at it, say, why? Donkey, can you move? Started flogging the donkey, and God opened the mouth of the donkey, and the donkey started speaking.